Hi, welcome to Billion Dollar Brows, and today I'm going to show you how to use a taupe powder on an Indian skin with a darker brow. Now we would use a raven, which is the darkest powder that we use, but nevertheless today I'm going to use a taupe and it comes out beautifully on the brow, so it just shows you the different levels that we have in the colours. For instance, my colour brow now, I have a blonde on, even though my brow is a little bit darker, which is always good for blonde hair. I have a blonde on mine, and you could have used a light brown with that. So I'm going to show you now how we work with it. I'm going to work with a concealer just underneath the eye. Just a sharp highlighter just underneath the ridge of the brow, and then back to a concealer. And then with our ever wonderful brush that we use, which is the brow brush, we're going to softly put the powder onto the brow. Okay, always twist in a circle into your actual powder and tap down, and then working from the lower part of the actual brow itself, just softly push the product through the hair in the way that the growth grows. You don't need to use a lot of product with Billion Dollar Brows. It's a really soft product because the object of a good brow isn't for it not to be seen and too heavy, which is a very old-fashioned way to work a brow. So we like a brow to look natural but full. If you need to build up the colour, then you can go back. And I'm just gently, as you can see, building up on the brow, using the hair that's there and creating a brow that looks natural for her face. I've left a few hairs in here because I want to build the brow, I want to make it thicker. So we always leave the hairline and then wait for 4 weeks' time for our client to come back in, and then the hair would have grown in that time, and then the brow will look nice and thick. Not all brows need to be having a high arch either, so I've brought that round so it's nice and soft. And if you have a look at the other brow that has no makeup, it looks superb. I'm just going to use the concealer underneath and not a highlighter because obviously it wouldn't match on the colour of her skin, and just push that under the lower of the brow and slowly across, push the product through underneath so it makes the eye look lifted. Push a small amount of highlighter through the brow there and sit softly on the brow there. Beautiful. Now that process took me minutes. Just have a look on the top of the brow because I've got product on there, so I'm just going to move it across. And any small hair that I can see that I don't want, I can now remove by using the powder. It picks it up, and using the highlighter picks it up to give me that soft look. I'm just leaving those small hairs there because I want to create a thicker brow for her, but I don't want to put too much powder on there because it would make it look unnatural. And at the front of the brow, I like it to look a bit more rugged now because it's naturally going to be sitting there instead of it looking like it's been drawn on. There, perfect. And there is a Billion Dollar brow, how it should look with a thick front and a softer edge compared to the other brow, which is natural, but that's working with the powder. So she can use this and the concealers either in the day or when she's going out for the evening. And that's how we would work the new powder and concealer for Billion Dollar Brows.